Well, we're on episode 186, the final day of glory. As we get older, we find ourselves marking time while death approaches. It's harder when you're alone. Well, we're never alone, but sometimes we feel sorry for ourselves and forget that Jesus is always by our side. There goes my sinus again. The Satan-controlled justice system that Clark County, Washington, has managed to enforce their lawless process to keep me totally away from any communication with Joanne Kemper. This was put in such a way as directly or indirectly. In short, I can't even send a pastor over there to pray with her or a friend to look in on her. At this point, I don't even know if she's still alive. I maintain my sanity through prayer and the knowledge that no law can keep Jesus out of Joanne's heart. The generations that are younger, they have their own problems to face, and we sit here alone, dying at our own pace. The average age for males in the U.S. is close to 76 years old. I managed to survive a decade beyond that. Over a decade, I might add. And when I study the Bible, I can actually see where it is written, not only for me, but about me. While I was serving my country, there was a fear of an invasion on our homeland coming from Cuba. And the company that I was a member of was put on standby. It had a 24-hour standby, which allowed us to go into town locally, but no further. Then 12-hour standby where we had base liberty but couldn't leave the base. And then finally there was 15 minute standby that required you sleeping in full combat gear. In 15 minutes you had to be out of the barracks, on the truck, and in the move. Fortunately, we were never called on to invade Cuba, but well on 15 minutes standby, the siren would sound, and we'd be on that truck and heading for the air base. Before the truck actually pulled out, it was announced that this is a drill. And to many Marines, we were actually disappointed. Our warrior adrenaline was at its highest level. Now, there have been preachers and many religious fanatics who believe they have the ability to predict the end of the world and the coming of Christ, second coming of Christ. So they, in essence, have placed Christians on a 15-minute standby. When their predictions become false, many Christians take that as an opportunity to backslide. We simply cannot allow this to happen. Let's look at what Jesus instructed his disciples at the Last Supper, and why he didn't have to go through a long explanation. Jesus was raised as a Galilean from Galilee, and the marriage process was unique but well known among the apostles, who were also from Galilee. First, a prospective groom would fill a cup with wine, take a drink, and then he'd hand it to the woman he intended to wed. If she accepted it and drank some, it was her way of agreeing to the marriage. From that minute on, the decision for the time of the wedding lay solely on the shoulders of the groom's father. The couple would separate and go their own way. The young man's duty was to build an addition onto his father's house. Well, a prospective bride would prepare her wedding dress and also the dresses of her bridesmaids. Then everyone would just wait for the groom's father to announce the time of the wedding. When the time arrives, all guests have a limited time to enter the father's house for the festivities, but when the door is closed, no one will be able to enter. Now, you see the parallel. Jesus offered the apostles wine and they accepted. And then he advised them that he would be leaving to prepare a place for them at his Father's house. Jesus says when he returns, it will be as a thief in the night. Joanne and I are prepared. Are you?
My Lord is gone, but he'll be back for me. He promised he was coming back for me. So I will wait for him patiently, for I know he will return for me, and I will wait here patiently. I dreamed that I was walking by the sea, by the sea of Galilee. Through tear-filled eyes he said, follow me, and I obeyed, for I could see his love for me. Then I saw him on the road to Jericho, on the road to Jericho. He picked a broken man up from the road. Then he said, I have healed you. Go down the road to Jericho. They laid palms before him on the way. They thought their king had come to stay, but there they crucified him on that day, and he had no to say. No, he had no word to say. One day he'll call from heaven just for me. He'll call down from heaven just for me.